Hey, welcome back. Brendan from Strong Fencing, Gates and Automation. Hope you're having an awesome summertime here in the southern hemisphere. Everyone else has probably got winter going on, but you can see we got the flowers out right now, and fencing contractors are probably getting hit by the sun. And yeah, it's a different kind of pain. But today we're looking at this is a school fence. For a pool school fence. So you can see we've got the 1.8 high gate, self-closing hinges with the SafeTech latch, which I highly recommend. These SafeTech latches, pretty good for schools. And we've also opted for 100mm posts on pedestrians. You do get a little bit of movement, especially with kids. They like to bang the gates and swing on them, so you really have to think heavy duty. So this one here, the old fence line used to be down through there. We've just moved it off back onto the outside of the pavers there, which meant we had to put this little return in here. I guess it gave them a little bit more room in the pool area, so that's the reason we did that. But also it stopped us having to drill all the concrete holes through this line, which would have been a major. So we've come on in, and these are raking panels. Raking panels have they're not actually welded, they're fixed inside a square extrusion, and there's another extrusion inside of here that actually holds it in place. It just means that these panels can rake, which means they can go up on an angle. So you can see up on the hill there, see how we've gone up on an angle? So the advantages of raking panels are that you don't have a step in the fence, which is what you have with a static panel. So we opted for raking for this the whole way around. We probably could have done static panel down through there because it's flat, but we ended up putting in this run. And as you can see, the static panels have to follow the actual ground level, so we've put one little kink in it. Obviously it's always better to not have a kink in it, but you have to actually get as close to the ground as possible. With school fences you can't go above 100mm underneath, so we've gone and put that down on that raking angle. You can see we do a lot of schools. Some of the things you have to think about is access. So we had temp fencing all through here, temp fencing down through there. As you can see, there's already a child who's made his way into this area. Obviously with tools and everything with schools, you have to worry about your access, your egress, how you come in and out of the property. So that's what that corner looks like. We managed to get the height for that corner. Obviously the ground can vary. There's a little bit of a dip in here, so we had to get this end down as much as possible to try and match the corner. You really don't want to step these panels. They look funny. Anytime you put a step in on a raking fence, probably not ideal. You can see we managed to get a complete run down through here. And yeah, they had a bunch of timber posts on this line. We had to use this post puller to pull out a few of the posts coming down through here. And you can see we've done a little short return there. You can see this run out here is the same as the run out down there. So what a lot of guys do is just put a tiny panel at the end. We always put a equal run out through the section. So that's what it looks like, completely enclosed. For pool fencing, you got to watch out for footholds. There's a little bit of a foothold down through here. You can see this tree is probably going to have to come out, but we just work with the caretakers just to work out. There's obviously a ability for them to use that as a handhold, so they're going to fill that in. But yeah, footholds is the other thing you have to think about. Within 1.2 meters of the boundary, it needs to be eliminated or thought about. But yeah, pretty happy with this job. Pool fencing for schools. We also use this panel can be used on front boundary fencing. And people ask me, is it as strong? Well, these 25mm verticals, I mean, you're not going to bend that unless you drive a car into it or something or start hitting it. So yeah, always recommend 25mm verticals for school fencing. some schools go and put in 19 mil, and you go back 2 years later and half of the verticals are missing. Kids are pretty strong and industrious. So yeah, that's another job done, and another happy customer. Everything's buttoned off, everything looks really, really good, and no incidents to speak of. We did have to come in through the netball court, so we had to have a spotter with a high vis vest, obviously keeping the speed of the car down. But we didn't hit any surfaces. There was some water coming through here apparently, but we didn't hit anything, which thank goodness we didn't hit anything. But yeah, just looking forward. We're really looking forward to doing a lot more schools, really getting set up for school installations. It's a little bit of a specialist niche. We have to really know what you're doing. You can't just come in here with any old team. You've got to come in with a team that's aware of the safety concerns that parents have and the school has, and obviously communications is a massive part of it too. You need to communicate clearly. So cool. That's us. 1.8 high, heavy duty raking panel. If you need a quote, we can often do that online. We can help you out. If you need any advice, if you're a subscriber here, I see our subscribers have improved. Any questions, any advice, always happy to help. It's always better to give than receive. Always happy to help people grow their businesses and be more prosperous in life. So God bless. Have an awesome day.